Hello, chismosas y chismosos, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 2 of the case of Margaret Mamer. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very, very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. Police were able to obtain a legal search warrant to enter the home because Margaret Mamer had been missing from her home where she had lived with Lisa Gonzalez. She was renting out a room. That evening on June 2nd, the medical examiner was called in at 1:30 a.m. As this real-life llorona, Lisa Gonzalez, was being arrested, she said that she did not have a, quote, real recollection of what happened, but that on May 15th, she and Margaret had gotten into an argument when Margaret refused to move out. Lisa told police that she thought she may have flipped. When asked what she may have done, her response to police was, quote, probably nothing good, unquote. On August 5th of 2019, the San Francisco medical examiner finally released Margaret Mamer's autopsy report. The report stated that she suffered from multiple traumatic injuries, including several sharp force injuries to the neck, head, and at least 7 injuries to the skull, and 5 injuries to the side of the face. She had chop-like blunt force injuries to the side of the head and neck. She had been stabbed in the chest with a sharp object. She had also had injuries on her fingers. After she was murdered, her remains were sawed apart. The medical examiner found portions of her left and right forearms and legs had been sawed off with a thin handsaw, and there were several areas of false starts. Margaret's body had been sawed off in half. There were cut marks along her vertebrae, and her stomach had been cut into 2 pieces, separating the spine from the hip bones. Lisa Gonzalez pleaded not guilty in June of 2018, and the trial was postponed and put on hold until the autopsy could determine the cause of death. Prior to chopping up Margaret, Lisa was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon in 2004. She had struck a coworker with a metal object. This blow caused the woman's jaw and teeth to shatter. For this offense, she served 1 year at the San Francisco jail and was given 5 years of probation. In May of 2019, the property was up for sale, listed at $985,000. Realtors simply stated, quote, death on property in 2018. The house was sold for a $1.05 million after being proposed as, quote, a classic design is elevated for modern living in this beautiful full floor condo on one of the best inner mission blocks, unquote. We've reached the end of today's episode over at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode. On the next case, I'm going to be covering another dismemberment case of the Benedict Ching case. I'm going to do that right after this. But make sure to follow me on all socials. My personal IG is at bayarea.housewife. The podcast's IG is at Bay Area HW of True Crime. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show wherever you listen. As always, I respect and accept your opinions. I welcome all comments, questions, case suggestions, etc. Call me, beat me at Yay Area Housewife of True Crime. And yes, that's Yay Area with the Y, like E40 said. I'll see you chismosas y chismosos in the next. Adios.